All right, everybody, I am Slip Shotgun. Today we're going to talk about Tiny Tina Wonderland, IGN's first hands-on impression. Now, IGN get it first. I get it. I'm most sad. But hey, let's get it. Let's see what they're doing.
Before you rise the mighty walls of Greathus.
First things first.
You're not the only
The fact that this is like a D&D type thing is amazing because I get a chance to get a low effort D&D experience to push myself into it when I want to do it.
You like RPGs and your RPG-based looter shooter?
Yes.
Because at its core, Borderlands has always been heavily influenced by role-playing games, both the tabletop and video game varieties. The physical
Butt Stallion, yeah.
Or 300 into your enemies is a direct nod to the damage counters in games like Final Fantasy. And the Gearbox main offices in Texas have an entire room set aside with what might be the greatest tabletop RPG setup I've ever seen, giving Tiny Tina her own DLC, which, by the way, is standalone as of last November.
That's the best thing, too, because she has the best personality out of all the games.
Perfect encapsulation.
Every game that she's been in, she's had the best personality.
And then they went and added spells and melee attacks.
You're stuck on this side. What do you do?
I think it's obvious. We seduce the drawbridge.
See, stuff like this part here is really hilarious. Like,
would you like to engage in physical congress?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. The drawbridge, it takes your flavor, baby.
Works every
just
time.
stuff like that is just like the personality. She was gonna make this game like 100%.
Borderlands campaign is the addition of spells to your arsenal. In some ways, they replace grenades from the mainline series, but they have such a distinct look and feel.
Okay. So the spells are grenades, basically. That's cool. That's cool.
They have a cooldown period rather than a set inventory.
But is it something that you is it something that you continue to use?
On ammo like you do with grenades. You just need to let your spells recharge. There are weapons and items that can cut down on the cooldown time, and you can link moves and spells together and create all sorts of chaos. I mean really like the way spells add to combat. While there
whatever that
per se,
whatever those Darcy is he's using.
Your hurting and hungry fate maker with hit
looks dope.
While
I want
out
it.
damage
Whatever the ones that they bring down the lightning, I like that.
End of your arcana. I was equipped on my playthrough with a meteor spell that looked as good as the damage it dealt. A
meteor spell,
above the head of
okay.
the enemy I was targeting, from which
a man's out here dropping Naruto spells on people.
Rain down their damage. This would happen while I was also unloading clip after clip into them. It just felt awesome, is what I'm saying.
That looks so good, man. I've always loved Borderlands, like animation style and the gunplay. Like it's not like regular gunplay, but it's unique enough to be cool. Feel me?
Melee weapons use the same RNG modular system as the guns, so that means you get different buffs and bonuses depending on the rarity of the melee weapon you find.
Oh, okay.
The two-handed swords, which have extended reach, triggering a melee attack glides you towards an enemy. In other words, you can attack them before they're in range to attack you. You can therefore approach a group of enemies and chain your attacks together, gliding with deadly precision between them. Depending on your melee weapon boosts, this could lead to bonus effects like decreased spell cooldown. It puts the badass in bunkers of badass.
I feel magical. I hope you made your peace.
None of the attacks felt like they overshadowed others, although
you know that revolver looks like Thorn from
Borderlands. Instead, they work together to make
from Destiny. That looks dope. Ooh, my man's out here using rollout like he a Pokemon. Chill out.
Loadout I was given to use. I should point out, I was given something of an OP character to play, something creative director Matt Cox told me was done in the interest of letting me try out more types of attacks.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give the characters at the best, so people can see the best.
That being said, I kind of look forward to building to the level of fluidity I experienced during my preview. When encountering a big old group of enemies, I felt a sense of excitement.
Is that a shotgun bow?
Apprehension I sometimes felt in previous.
That is a whole ass shotgun bow. Really?
My collection of weapons wasn't going to cut it. I wish I'd gotten the chance to play more because there was so much to see and do in just the one level I played through during my.
You played one level and that's a lot. Holy shit!
Great. And I'm looking forward to the final game where I can mix and match guns and spells and melee weapons and open chest after tasty chest. My biggest takeaway from the demo is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands feels so very right in so many ways, and I'm very excited for the final game and all of its ridiculous fantasy tropes, seemingly endless spell and gun combinations, and, of course, opportunities for loot.
As the last lifeless skellyman clatters to the cobblestones, you realize you've done it! The undead horde has been defeated!
For more on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, stay tuned for more exclusive IGN First coverage all February long.
That's dope. That's really dope. All right, let's pause it right here real quick and let's talk a few minutes about it. First things first, I would like to know in the comments, drop in the comments what class based off of the one that you want to know, like what class are you going to use, and I'm going to bring them up on the screen for you right quick. Give me 2 seconds. All right, here we go. These are the classes so far. We got Berserker, which is the one I'm assuming it as the bow. We have Clawbringer, Graveborn, Spellshot, Spore Warden, and Stabomancer. Personally, because of the way that I am, the way I like playing games, I am stuck between these two. I'm stuck between the Spellshot and the Spore Warden. Whoever has those electric, like, darts or whatever, or kunais he was throwing, to be able to put that electricity down to the ground, that's the class I'm picking. Because slip shock, electricity to the ground, you know I have to. But yes, I had this list here. Go ahead and put in the comments what class you either are considering, or if you already 100% you know what class you're doing, go ahead and let me know in the comments what those are. And also, if you like any of these videos or any videos about games that we're going to be playing in the next few months, which is including this one, go ahead and, you know, hit that like button, hit that sub button if you're not already subbed, and if you are or are not subbed, go ahead and hit that bell button, because I want you in this community. I love you. All right, Slipshock shining out. I said shining out. Yeah, you damn right I did, because I'm shining